everyone, welcome to my channel. Or is it our channel?
It's your channel.
It's my channel. Welcome to my channel. We are going to talk about a very big testimony, something that happened in December, but we're only ready to talk about it now because it's happened. By the time I upload this video, firstly, we will be settled, and remember that this is 2 weeks prior to the actual happening. Okay, so I think I should just get into it. Let's just get into it. There's a few disclaimers before you listen to this video or watch this video. The first disclaimer is, if you are going to watch this video thinking that this is about us and this is about what we've achieved, then I think you should skip it. This video is 100% glorification to God for what He has done for us as a couple and for us as a family. So 3, 2, 1.
Go.
We just purchased our third property.
Yes.
Like, if I say it, like we've been saying it to each other for the past few weeks, and then it still feels like when I walk in, I was like, babes, it's like our third property. But the exciting part about this property is that it is our family property, and it's the one we are moving to. It's bigger than this one. There's so much land. But let me just get back to the story and the testimony of how it happened. So if you knew the story, or if you listen to the story, you will definitely understand that it's definitely not us. So I'm going to start by saying I jotted the process down from date to days and stuff. So if I do look down, it's going to be because I am just checking and just seeing whether we are still on track. Yusuf is doing this video with me. He's not going to say much. Or I don't know if he is. I don't know if he's going to warm up to the camera or what's going to happen. But he's doing this video with me because we just felt like this is definitely not just something I should be sharing with you guys. We also feel like you guys have quite been journeying with us, and you have seen where we, like, in the videos, and if you track back, you'll maybe see the videos where I sometimes mention about wanting a bigger place, and and saying that, the goals or the things, and so we just feel like we should do this as a unit. So we were away to Arabella, and the Saturday at Arabella, it was just the two of us, and that video is also on my channel. And in the Saturday at Arabella, Yusuf said that, what did you say?
So I was looking at my phone, and then at that time, I don't know, Google just has this feed which things like stuff that you view. So I just have this habit of viewing properties, and then this property popped up, and I'm like, Sean, have a look here. This place is actually huge. It's a house. It's big. And yeah. So
and then you were saying, Mama, it's your house.
Yeah, Mama, it's your house. Let's get the agent in.
Yeah.
Let's book it.
Yeah.
And you're like, when? I said, no, let's do it tomorrow.
And I'm like, no, but we're away. So he's like, no, let's just go. So he has this habit, or maybe we started this habit, where we would view properties, but we would do it because we're dreaming, and we're just telling God, and we walk in them. It's like, Jesus, this is what we'd like one day, da, da, da. And I think with us going that day, it was the same thing. It was because we wanted a matter of God. We are just going to go there and view this. And that was on Sunday, the 8th of December. So we viewed the property, and then the Monday, and then the Sunday evening, as we left the place, I said to him, you know what, I would be moving there. And he said, I also liked it. So the Monday, we put in an offer. But then Yusuf was like, I wanted to put in an offer the Sunday, right? And then he was like, no, that's not how you play the game. That's not how you play the game. You must wait. Wait till the Monday. And you're not going to seem too desperate. So obviously the Monday morning, I'm like, babes, when you get to work, you need to do it, da, da, da. And then the Monday said, relax, we'll do it. we put in an offer. So first of all, we were not 100% in agreement with the offer you wanted to put in, right? But eventually we put in the offer, and then they came back to say, well, there's now 3 offers on the table. Our one is lower than what they want, so we are welcome to put in an offer for the amount they want. We obviously went back and said it's fine. We then put in an offer, signed our documents, sent everything off. So by the 9th of December, it was signed, it was sent off, and everything was done from our side. And the bond originator then started applying at banks. So it was about 2 days later, I think, when FNB came back to us to say, well, you qualify for 85%. Now, firstly, at this point, we were now thinking, okay, so firstly, we were blown away. I can't begin to describe what emotions we were going through. We were so shocked because we were just like, we were so prayerful about this. Like from the moment we applied and when we went, it was like blood of Jesus. So there was nothing that during the whole process, there was nothing about us. It was just like, you know what, Jesus, you know, this is our heart, you know, if you can give this to us. So it was genuinely about that. And so when FNB came back, we now thought, okay, so what now? Because if we qualify for 85, that means we can at least sell the flat. And then, you know, we were starting to think. And we were starting to make plans. Me and my God had our back. And he knew what he was going to do and what was going to happen. And, you know, we remained trusting. Then at that time, we didn't hear back from Standard Bank, ABSA, and Nedbank. So during that time, we now thought, okay, if FNB is giving 85, because our originator told us that FNB is the most strict of all the banks. So they said, you know what, if FNB is giving you 85, you can kind of be guaranteed you'll get 100% somewhere else. And then the bond originator, but during this time, the bond originator, the one went on leave, and then another one started, took over our case, if I can put it that way, our application. And then the person then suggested that we put a clause on our bond request, because now the other 2 people that applied with us got 100% approval.
Yeah.
So at this time, we then put a clause. They instructed us to put a clause on our application saying that we will sell our flat in order to be able to get this place and get 100%. I phoned you. Do you remember that time when I phoned you and you freaked out? So I phoned Yusuf, and Yusuf just freaked out. Like, do you even know why?
Let me just explain. So Shana came to, so in the beginning of this whole process, I told Shana from the start that I would love a third property on condition that we don't sell any properties. So when she phoned me on this particular day, she told me she would like to sell the flat. And
but also, please do tell them, sorry love, please do tell them that with saying this, if you look at our financial records, like at our incomes and stuff, it was not 100% like that we could have a third one, but you just, your faith was that strong for you to just stick to it.
True. And in this whole process, there was only twice that I really freaked out, and this was one. And I'm a type of person, and I'm a type of person that when we apply for these big decisions, I freak out, I stress all the time. And so now, you know, application takes about 3 months to go through. So I would just stress to the point where I'm a non-smoker, and the last time I actually ended up
back to smoking.
Cigarettes because I was so stressed out. And that happens when you're from the world and when you operate with the world. Because you're trying to control certain things. So what this process has taught me is that you just need to live and just believe. Like, you need to have faith. In the word it says you need to have faith like a mustard seed, so that you can move mountains. So for me it was just having that faith, you know. And it's just about having that faith and just believing and trusting.
But I also think, like, during the whole process, you know, as a woman, when we see ourselves in the place and we know what we're going to do to the place and we have an idea, we kind of get carried away. But with men, I think for them it's different. So I was very emotional about the purchase. I started to get emotional. We get emotional you need to be reminded of the word, and you kind of need to be reminded of your faith, and you kind of need to be reminded that God only does and he only wants what's best for you. And when Yusuf was calm during the whole process, and when I requested that they now say that we should do this, he freaked out. He freaked out in the sense where he said, Chandra, we said we are not selling. If this is what God wants for us, and if this is in God's plan for us, we are going to get this place. We are not, we know what we have to put in place, but we're also not going to be ridiculous about it and desperate about it. And we were so demanding. We were actually saying, God, you know what? We want 110% bond approval. That is how crazy this testimony is just gonna get more intense. But let's go back to the, oh yes, and then she now requested, let's go back to that. And Yusuf said no. So I now went back to her to say, well, my husband's saying no. And she said, well, these other two people now have the upper hand because they have 100% approved bonds. So unfortunately, like, there isn't much we can do. So we continued, and we just, we went to a friend's Thanksgiving dinner. And we were at the dinner, and we got an email saying that with the email, we sat on the couch, and a message came through that there's already been a bond approval on this house, and that our application cannot be processed. So APSA came back with that feedback. So immediately I now thought, it didn't sink in yet, but then I read it again as we were sitting, and our friend just knew something wasn't okay because we just went quiet after that. And we then knew something was not, they knew something wasn't okay. And I just said, oh gosh, someone else got the house. We got in the car, and when I wanted to have the conversation with Yusuf, he said, you know what, Chandra, it's okay. We got home, and obviously I got emotional about it. I must have had a tear or two about it. And for me, it was just, I could not believe that, we have now lost it. And Yusuf, the morning you had some quiet time with God, and then after your quiet time, you came out and you said, God just spoke to me, it's ours, or something like that. He said that. And my mom, we didn't tell our family about this at this stage, but then when this thing came into play, where there were now two other people that had the bond approval, but theirs were subject to selling their properties, ours weren't. And then we then said, wow, okay, let's get our mother and mothers in to pray. And they prayed with us. And when I think it was a week went by where they tried to prolong it. So they tried to, because during that week, we were then told the other bond originator that's working on the case, she said the best thing you can do is the flat is to refinance the flat. So at this stage, the flat was paid off already. So they said refinance, and at this stage, Yusuf's like, yes, refinance, but not sell. And when we had to refinance, we got a letter from APSA saying that it's been declined, right? When we applied to refinance, the same bank that said no to us, and the same bank that said they are not putting a bond through on this application because it's already been approved for another person, the same bank then approved the bond, which then covered the 15% and the transfer fees. And we were literally in disbelief, because during the whole process, it was such a waiting game, to the point where we were delayed, to the point where the agent would come back to us. So it was a mandate agent and then another agent selling it. And they would come back to us, I'm waiting for this agent to let me know if that person signed it, if they sold their house, if they approved it, if they this. This happened during all those public holidays on Christmas and New Year's and all of those days. And remember, during this time, we could just have faith. We could just pray. We could just believe. We just laid our desires at God's feet, and we just say, Jesus, you will make a way. We just believe, Jesus, you will come through. The system has said no, but we believe in you. And when I say the system has said no, I mean that our bank statements, Yusuf wasn't even 6 months in his job, right? He wasn't even 6 months. He wasn't even able to apply with 6 months bank
Records.
statement and records and salary slips and stuff, because he wasn't even 6 months in his job. And that was one of the reasons why Nedbank didn't come back to us, Standard Bank didn't come back to us, and why ABSA also kind of declined us. And we just held on to faith, knowing that Jesus, you will make a way. And this desire, when we always do goals and stuff, and we have asked God for that so many times. And when God gave us that, like when God started ministering to us during this process, there was just a peace that came. There was just a peace that came about the whole thing. We just became so peaceful about it, and then we got the approval from ABSA. So when the approval from ABSA came through, that wasn't even the end. The approval came through, and we then found out it covers, like I mentioned, the bond and the transfer fees. And then guess what? We were now told, it seemed like there was already a bond in place, right?
Yeah.
There was already a bond that's been approved. And even though we've gone through all of this, it seemed like we are not going to get the property. We are not able to get it because someone else already has it. And up until the point where it took 2 days for them to confirm. Now imagine all your documents are in place. Imagine your finances are in place. Imagine everything's in place, and you are being delayed by one agent to the next agent because of the fact that they can't confirm. The person is on a cruise ship at the moment, who the other seller is, and the other agent is, and according to that agent, it's already been approved and sold and blah blah blah. Oh my word. And all we want at this stage, all I want is, I just want to dream, and I just want to pack. And then guess what I did in faith? Tell them I started packing my stuff.
Yeah.
I started packing up kitchen stuff. I started packing. I'm like, babes, we are moving. So this is now into Jan, probably like the second week in Jan. I'm like, babes, we are moving. We are gonna move. I don't care, but I believe we're gonna move. This is like, first, second week in Jan, eh? And when it all came, we just realized that, when the world system says no, God says yes. And we are doing this video, or I'm doing the video, and you co-assisting on this video, just because we want to tell you that, yes, I always say this on here, we are not here to chase earthly stuff. But I also say this on here that, God knows your heart. And this testimony is to average people with average and incomes and average lifestyles, and that God decided to bless with their heart's desire. And yes, there's a big sacrifice that comes with this, because yes, it is 3 properties, all of that, but it's an investment we're making now for our kids and for our future. But most importantly, what we want you guys to know is that no matter, because when we were telling another couple the other day, when we got married, how we kind of, the first year, how hectic it was, we didn't really, we had to live off basics and just, survive. And how God has, just because of our faith, rewarded us. And we just want to let you know that Jesus is, he is the Alpha, and he's the Omega, and he's the beginning, and he's the end, and he is the God of, of Israel. He's the God of David. He's the God of Esther. He's the same God who did those miracles back then. He's the same God now. And we don't know what time we're going to be now, about when we upload this video, and how chaotic things are going to be in SA, or how smooth things are going to be in SA, especially now after, what with the pandemic we're facing. But we just want you to just have faith and believe and know that God will make a way. And if you have a desire for property, or if you have a desire, for things that seem out of the norm and impossible, enlarge your territory, put your faith out there, and take God up on his word and test him on his word. And that is what God says in his word. He says, test me, and I want you to test God on his word. So that is all from my side. I don't know if you have anything else to say.
I think you covered it.
We are going to do a lot of videos. We have been having a very mild fights about
Debates, not fights.
Yusuf calls it
Debates.
debates. I'm like, fighting with you. And then he
Skip
says,
fights.
no, it's just a disagreement, but I get emotional about decor. So we've been having a few debates about the style of the house. It will not be the same as this. That I can guarantee you, but there's a lot of elements we're still gonna, take into the new house. We're very excited because by the time we're uploading this video, we're in the place and we probably already started with a few renovations, which we are currently busy planning. So thank you so much, everyone,
Thank you.
for watching. And if you like this video, please do subscribe. If you do want to check out some home bits and stuff, please do. Like this, subscribe to my channel, and but I've been crying because God has just been so faithful to us, and even I will share the testimony with you and how until this very minute, like as we had to wait for the calls to come through. It was basically because there was another 2 offers on it, and I was with the last, and we had to basically wait for the 72 hours to pass, and at 40 days it passed. So that's the reason why we couldn't celebrate, we couldn't tell anyone, we could only tell our parents and our siblings because they interceded with us. But I just want to tell you guys that God is just a mind blower. Like, He is just a mind blower.